Hey. Yeah. It's the Week in Rap. What? And this one's going out to Milton Middle School in Milton, Vermont. What up, BT? It's Flow Cab. We don't miss. We make hits. Keep Flow Cab up at the top of your playlist. Kevin McCarthy was voted out as the Speaker of the House, led by a group of Republicans who said they had doubt. That's a first in the history of the U.S. It's a developing story who will become Speaker next. And Mont Blanc, France's highest mountain, is measured every 2 years. And here's what they found. Since 2021, it's over 2 meters shorter. They're saying it's because of a lack of rainwater. And NASA is saying that pretty soon they'll be able to build houses on the moon by 2040. They say it's already underway. With lunar concrete, they'll extend the astronauts' stay. In New Mexico, fossilized human footprints were found. And that turned what we knew upside down. They're from 21 to 23,000 years ago. The oldest evidence of humans in the Americas that we know. Now, a new study found that mammals can glow in the dark. Maybe you've seen a cat glowing at night, roaming the park. They say it's common for mammals to contain fluorescence. Sometimes they can shine in the night. Any questions? And our guest Mohammadi won the Nobel Peace Prize. She's a journalist and activist in Iran, and she fights against oppression of women and for human rights, while she keeps the dream of freedom for all in her sight. And at the Chicago Marathon, a new record was set. Kelvin Kiptum's unofficial time is the best yet. The only runner under 2 hours and 1 minute. So fast, if you blink, you miss him when he crossed the finish. Speaking of finish lines, that's what we just reached. It's Flow Cab bringing you the news over beats. Peace. And yo, don't forget to enter the Week in Rap shout-out contest. Make sure to have a teacher, parent, or guardian submit your rhymes, and maybe you'll get a shout-out in next week's Week in Rap. Oh yeah, one more thing. Vocabulary's Hispanic Heritage Month rap contest runs through October 31st. We're inviting students to research and write their own lyrics about a historical figure or important cultural topic for the chance to have their work featured in a Flow Cab song. Go to the URL on the screen to learn more about the contest and find out how to enter. Peace.
Day. Yorkshire puddings are a savory food made from batter mix similar to that used for pancakes, which often accompanies roast beef. Celebrate Yorkshire Pudding Day by organizing a large family meal and dedicating the bottom shelf of the oven to a delicious tray of puffy Yorkshire pudding. Here's Mr. Kelly with some important information.
Thanks, guys. Man, I love Yorkshire pudding. Happy October, Forest Oak. It's been a while since we've talked. So good to see you again. So, I've got to put on 2 hats today. My first one is Assistant Principal Mr. Kelly. I need to have a talk with all of my Cougars here this morning because lately I've noticed there's been a bit of a trend going around of students selling food items out of their own personal lockers and book bags. This is not acceptable on school property, and I need to get this message through. I know it might not seem like a big deal, but it is a fact of human nature that when money gets involved with things, feelings get hurt. And we don't want unnecessary conflicts arising because of money that's being exchanged for things that we don't have any control over. So, Forest Oak, please make sure that you abide by these rules. Do not purchase things from people. Do not sell things to people while you're here at school. If you are found to have been doing this, we are going to take the items from you. We are going to take any money that you may have made from those items, and we are going to hold on to those things until your parents can come and pick them up. We are happy to give them back to your parents, but we are not going to allow that to happen at school. Okay, now it's time for some fun. It is October 13th. What day of the week is it, Brian? What day of the week is it? Friday. Great job. Thank you, Brian. It is Friday the 13th. Do you know that Friday the 13th during October is a super spooky occurrence? I want everybody this weekend to do one thing, while it rains all day tomorrow and rains most of the day Sunday, I want you to pop a big fat bowl of popcorn, plop down on your couch, and watch a scary movie. What's a good scary movie, Mr. Kelly? Well, thank you for asking. If I were you, I'd start with some of the classics. Maybe The Omen or The Exorcist. That's all about demon possession. Ooh, the Amityville Horror is a really good one, too. If you want to get a little crazier, maybe Evil Dead 2. That one's a little wild. Friday the 13th, if you're going to watch it's Friday the 13th, let's watch Friday the 13th. Just a little warning, Jason, the guy in the hockey mask, doesn't actually show up as the bad guy until the third Friday the 13th. So if you watch the original, you're going to be like, where the heck is this guy? It's actually his mom killing everybody. Spoiler alert. Nightmare on Elm Street, always awesome. A little bloody, so maybe ask your parents before you watch that one. Johnny Depp's in the first one, if you have a crush on him. Leprechaun's always fun. That was Jennifer Aniston's first movie. Brian Abner, do you know who Jennifer Aniston is? Oh, gosh. All right, Google her. Candyman's always really scary. The Ring. Oh, man. I had nightmares for a week after that one. Anyway, check them out. Have some fun getting scared on a spooky weekend. And if that maybe isn't your cup of tea, I would highly recommend Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which just came out on streaming, which has got to be hands down one of the best Marvel movies that they've made so far. If you haven't seen it yet, get hip. You watching it will certainly be a canon event. Anyway, that's all from me. Have a great day and a great weekend for us, Oak. See you around the bend.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly.
That's all for today's edition of Good Morning Forest Oak. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Charles. Have a fabulous Friday. GMFO out.